You think you know her, but do you really? What if behind that charming smile lies manipulation, hidden in plain sight? Most men fall victim without even realizing it until it's too late. In this video, I'll reveal 10 powerful Stoic secrets to help you spot the subtle signs of a manipulative woman before she takes control of your life. These are the insights few men know, but once you do, you'll never look at relationships the same way again. Number 1. Identify the patterns of guilt tripping. Guilt tripping is one of the most common manipulation tactics used by toxic individuals, and it can be hard to spot if you're not aware of the signs. The manipulative person will make you feel responsible for their emotions, actions, or problems, even when it's not your fault. They will twist situations to make you feel guilty for setting boundaries or standing up for yourself. For example, she might say things like, "If you really loved me, you would do this for me," or "I guess I'm not important to you anymore." These phrases are designed to play with your emotions and force you into doing things you don't want to, simply to avoid feeling guilty. The goal is to control your actions by making you feel like the bad guy. Stoicism teaches you to stay rational and not be swayed by emotional manipulation. When you notice someone constantly making you feel guilty for their own issues or shortcomings, it's a red flag. Ask yourself, are they taking responsibility for their actions, or are they shifting the blame onto you? Once you identify this pattern, you can stand firm in your decisions and avoid falling into the guilt trap. Remember, a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect and accountability, not manipulation or guilt. Stay strong and recognize when you're being emotionally manipulated. It's the key to protecting yourself from toxic relationships. Number 2. Recognize emotional manipulation through flattery. Emotional manipulation through flattery can be tricky to identify because on the surface it seems harmless, even pleasant. But toxic women often use excessive compliments as a way to lower your guard and gain control over you. When flattery feels over the top or insincere, that's when you need to be cautious. Manipulative individuals know that constant praise can make you feel valued and dependent on their approval, setting the stage for later control. For instance, she might shower you with compliments about how you're unlike any other man or how special you are, only to later use that connection against you when it suits her needs. The goal here is to make you feel obligated to reciprocate in ways that benefit her. Once you're hooked by the compliments, she may start asking for favors, expecting you to meet her demands to keep the praise coming. Stoic philosophy teaches you to remain grounded and not be swayed by external validation. Recognizing when flattery is being used as a tool for manipulation will save you from falling into a toxic trap. Ask yourself, are the compliments genuine, or are they part of a bigger strategy to control your actions and decisions? True admiration comes with no strings attached, but manipulative flattery is designed to push you into feeling like you owe something in return. Stay alert and avoid being pulled into this emotional game. It's a subtle but powerful tool of manipulation, and you need to be aware. Number 3. Spot the use of silent treatment for control. The silent treatment is one of the most toxic tools in a manipulative woman's arsenal. It's a passive-aggressive way of controlling you by withdrawing communication to make you feel anxious, confused, or guilty. When someone uses the silent treatment, they aim to punish you by making you feel abandoned or uncertain. This tactic often leaves you desperate to fix the situation, even when you've done nothing wrong. A woman who employs the silent treatment is manipulating your emotions without saying a word. She knows that the sudden withdrawal of attention will force you to reflect on your actions, even if she was the one in the wrong. You might find yourself apologizing or giving in to her demands just to break the silence and restore peace. This is exactly what she wants, control over your emotions and your responses. Stoicism teaches that you should not allow someone else's behavior to dictate your emotions. If you notice that she frequently uses silence to make you feel guilty or anxious, recognize it for what it is: emotional manipulation. Instead of rushing to please her, stay calm and grounded. Don't allow her to control your reactions through this tactic. Healthy relationships involve open communication, not silent punishments. By recognizing the silent treatment as a manipulative tool, you can protect yourself from falling into this emotional trap and maintain your emotional strength. Stay mindful and don't let silence control you. Number 4. Understand how she weaponizes vulnerability. Manipulative women often weaponize vulnerability to control you emotionally. At first, she may appear open, sharing her personal struggles or past traumas to create a deep emotional bond. While vulnerability is a key part of any healthy relationship, a toxic woman uses it as a tool to manipulate you. Once she knows that you care about her well-being, she may begin to exploit that concern to get what she wants. For example, she may bring up her past pain during arguments, using it as an excuse for her behavior or to shift the focus away from her wrongdoings. This tactic can make you feel responsible for her emotions and guilty for standing up for yourself, leading you to back down or compromise on your values. A Stoic mindset teaches you to see through these manipulative tactics. While it's natural to be empathetic, it's important to recognize when someone is using their vulnerability to gain control over you. Emotional manipulation often hides behind the mask of vulnerability, but if it's consistently used to avoid accountability, it's a clear sign of toxicity. Keep your boundaries strong and don't let guilt or sympathy cloud your judgment. Stay aware and don't be manipulated by this emotional trap. Number 5. Notice excessive jealousy and possessiveness. Excessive jealousy and possessiveness are clear red flags in any relationship, and manipulative women use these traits to control you. At first, her jealousy may seem like a sign that she cares deeply about you, but over time, it can turn toxic. She may become overly possessive, constantly wanting to know where you are, who you're with, and what you're doing. This behavior is not about love, it's about control. A woman who is excessively jealous may accuse you of flirting or being interested in other women, even when there's no basis for it. She does this to make you feel guilty, creating tension and forcing you to prove your loyalty repeatedly. This keeps you on edge and makes you alter your behavior just to avoid conflict, giving her the power to manipulate your actions. Stoicism teaches us to remain emotionally balanced and to recognize when someone is trying to disturb our peace. If you notice patterns of jealousy and possessiveness, it's essential to set boundaries. True love is built on trust and respect, not control. Stay firm in your values and don't let jealousy dictate your actions. This is one of the most common manipulation tactics, and it's important to stand strong against it. If you're enjoying the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our future content. Number 6. Watch for subtle gaslighting tactics. Gaslighting is a form of emotional manipulation where a person makes you question your reality, memory, or perceptions. Manipulative women may use subtle gaslighting tactics to control you and gain power in the relationship. It often starts small, with her denying things she said or did, making you doubt yourself. Over time, these small manipulations can erode your confidence and make you feel like you're losing control. For example, she might say, "I never said that," or "You're just being too sensitive," when you confront her about something. This makes you question your memory and feelings, leading you to second-guess yourself. By making you doubt your perception of events, she gains control over how you think and react, ensuring that you rely on her version of reality. Stoicism emphasizes staying grounded in logic and not letting emotions cloud your judgment. When you feel confused or unsure about events in your relationship, it's important to trust your instincts and be mindful of manipulative behavior. Gaslighting is a subtle but powerful tactic that can wear you down over time, so recognize it early and refuse to let anyone manipulate your sense of reality. Stay strong and confident in your truth. Number 7. Detect her use of conditional affection. Conditional affection is a manipulative tactic where a woman gives love and attention only when you meet her demands or expectations. This kind of behavior creates a sense of obligation, making you feel like you must earn her love. It's a subtle form of control that can make you feel inadequate and desperate for her approval. For example, she may be warm and loving when you agree to her terms or do something for her, but cold and distant when you don't. This inconsistent behavior keeps you on edge, always trying to please her to maintain her affection. Over time, this can create an unhealthy dynamic where you're constantly chasing her validation instead of enjoying a mutual and balanced relationship. Stoicism teaches us that love should be unconditional and not tied to external factors. If you notice her affection is based on what you do rather than who you are, it's a sign of manipulation. Don't let anyone make you feel like you need to earn their love. A healthy relationship is built on mutual respect and acceptance, not conditional approval. Recognizing this pattern is essential to avoid falling into a toxic relationship where your worth is determined by someone else's shifting expectations. Number 8. Be aware of blame shifting in conflicts. Blame shifting is a common tactic used by manipulative women to avoid accountability during conflicts. Instead of addressing the issue at hand, she redirects the blame onto you, making you feel responsible for the problem. This tactic can make you question your actions and doubt your role in the argument, even if you were not at fault. For example, when you bring up a valid concern, she may turn it around by saying, "Well, if you hadn't done this, I wouldn't have reacted that way," or "You're the one who always causes the problems." This shifts the focus from her behavior to yours, leaving you feeling confused and guilty. By constantly deflecting responsibility, she avoids confronting her actions and keeps you off balance. Stoicism emphasizes taking responsibility for your own actions and recognizing when others are trying to manipulate you. If you notice that she never takes accountability during arguments and always finds a way to make it your fault, it's a red flag. Blame shifting is designed to make you feel like the problem so that she can maintain control. Stand firm in your understanding of the situation and don't allow yourself to be manipulated by this tactic. Recognize the pattern and stay strong in your convictions. Number 9. Learn how she twists the truth to confuse you. Twisting the truth is a subtle yet powerful manipulation tactic used by toxic women to confuse you and keep you off balance. She will take parts of the truth and mix them with lies or distortions, making it hard for you to know what's real. By doing this, she gains control over your perception of reality and leaves you doubting yourself. For example, she might bring up something that happened, but change the details just enough to make it seem like you were in the wrong. She might say, "That's not what happened," or "You're remembering it wrong," when in fact she's manipulating the facts. The goal is to make you second-guess yourself and rely on her version of events, giving her the upper hand in any disagreement or conversation. Stoic principles teach us to stay calm and rational, even when someone is trying to confuse us. If you notice that the truth keeps changing depending on her agenda, take a step back and assess the situation logically. Don't let her twists confuse you into questioning your own judgment. It's a manipulative tactic to maintain control, and recognizing it is the first step to protecting yourself from her influence. Trust your instincts and stay grounded in what you know to be true. Number 10. Observe how she plays the victim to gain sympathy. Playing the victim is a classic manipulation tactic where a woman twists situations to make herself appear helpless or wronged, even when she's at fault. This is done to gain sympathy and shift the focus away from her behavior, manipulating your emotions into feeling sorry for her. By doing so, she avoids taking responsibility and instead paints you as the aggressor. For example, if you confront her about something she did wrong, she might start saying things like, "I guess I'm just not good enough for you," or "Everyone always blames me." This tactic is designed to make you feel guilty for questioning her, and it shifts the focus from her actions to her supposed suffering. The goal is to make you back off and comfort her, allowing her to escape accountability. A Stoic mindset helps you see through this emotional manipulation. While it's natural to feel empathy for someone, it's important to recognize when this empathy is being exploited. If she frequently plays the victim during conflicts or uncomfortable situations, it's a sign of manipulation. Don't let her emotional pleas cloud your judgment. Stay focused on the facts and don't allow her to use guilt to control you. Recognizing this pattern will protect you from being manipulated. And there you have it. 10 Stoic secrets to help you avoid toxic relationships and manipulative women. Remember, these strategies are not just about protecting yourself, but about building stronger, healthier relationships based on respect and mutual trust. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest content. And before you go, make sure to check out the other videos appearing on your screen right now for more insights on self-improvement and relationship dynamics. Stay strong, stay wise, and we'll see you in the next video.